expired. Ginn is tackled, and the hay's in the barn. The Baltimore Ravens are Super Bowl champions.
I told my team that this will be my last ride.
2012 NFL champions were the Baltimore Ravens. Who is next year's champion depends on who plays the best, who handles adversity the best, who comes out on top. We'll fight for that championship just like we fought for the last one, and everyone will fight thereafter. But our guys are up to the task. Our guys are just the men for the job.
What's up? It's your boy Joe. We're talking the NFL schedule today. Was released yesterday. I hope everybody likes theirs. I absolutely love the Baltimore Ravens schedule. Now I know there's some flaws in it here and there, and there's some people out there that absolutely hate it. Last year, I'm gonna say the Baltimore Ravens schedule last year sucked ass. This year, kind of like it, kind of love it, man. There's some things that's pretty cool about it. There's only a couple things I got a problem with. Now, a lot of people were saying, you know, we didn't get enough primetime games. To me, it don't really matter. Let's just play some football. At the end of the year, we can get the ultimate primetime game, Super Bowl 48, to try to hoist that Lombardi for a second time in a row. Something no other team but the Patriots have done in recent years. That's the primetime game we want. So I don't care what they give us, one primetime game or 5 primetime games. Number 2, you hear people bitching about. We got to open up our home game against the Browns. Now, home game was supposed to be against September 5th in Baltimore. We got to go on the road because of the O's conflict. Now, everybody's forgot about it. I forgot about it. Move on with life. But then they're saying, all right, so we don't get that. Let's get a good home game for the first game of the year in week 2. We got the Browns. What you got to understand is, it's a football team. It's a divisional matchup. It's smash mouth football. Not only that, but besides the Steelers and a couple times down the road, Baltimore typically don't open with some hardcore fierce competition. I mean, one year it's the Chiefs, one year it's the Bengals, you know, one year it's the Browns, like this year. So do what you got to do in week 1. You don't want something that's going to exert you, that's going to knock you out in the beginning of the season, and then when the middle of the season, the end comes, that's when you want the hard pounding football games. That's my opinion. And then you hear some people saying, you know, the Texans should have been prime time, the Packers should have been prime time. You know, a lot of these things that happened were placed into effect. The schedule was already in effect when they took place, so they're not just going to make a huge change and mess everybody up just because one player goes to another football team, he plays you this year, doesn't mean it's prime time. Okay, prime time is where the audience is going to be, where the national, worldwide audience wants to watch, and that's why they put the prime time games in. And not only that, but they're pretty awesome to watch, Sunday night, Monday night, Thursday night. So Baltimore got the primetime this year. Love the Steelers game on Thanksgiving. That's going to be off the charts, man. Get to knock Big Ben out possibly again. I guess Elodie Nod is waiting to see him again. Paid him a little visit a little while back. Wait to see him again. Love the primetime matchup there. The primetime matchup with Detroit is the most interesting thing I've seen for a long time. I mean, no history with Detroit. Got friends of the Lions fans. Love the Lions. It's going to be an awesome game at Ford Field. But it's just really interesting. They gave us a Monday night game in Detroit. As you know, a Monday night football game in Baltimore is few, far, and rare in between. So we don't usually get them. People usually bitch about that. Me, it don't matter. You know, Baltimore typically don't get a lot of primetime exposure. When we do, it's always on the road. So a Monday night game in Detroit, weird, but I like it. The Patriots game is going to be awesome and off the charts at the end of the year. The Bengals game at the last game of the season, I wanted that because it's always, you know, that kind of decides where you're going to go. You're going to win a division. Are you going to get the 6th seed, 1st seed, 2nd seed? The same with the Patriots. Love the Week 8 bye as well. At least it wasn't an early bye this year. All in all, and again, opening against the Broncos in Denver. Wish it was in Baltimore, but against the Denver Broncos, man, it's going to be off the charts. I can't wait. You know, we beat them in the playoffs for the chance to go in there and knock them out again in the first game of the year. Off the charts. So that's my thought on the schedule. I love it. Look, it's not the best schedule in the world, but it's definitely not the worst. Just remember last year's. Last year's schedule sucked ass. Just sucked ass in my opinion. Altogether. Primetime doesn't concern me. The only thing that weirds me out is the Detroit Lions game on Monday Night Football. It's the only thing that weirds me out. But other than that, I love the schedule. Can't wait for the season to start. Can't wait to talk more on the draft. Mock Draft 3.0. Path to the draft. The final versions come out the 24th of April, one day before the draft. And then we're going to be talking OTAs, the mini camps, the preemptive camps, and then training camp. Now, once that's done, we talk preseason football. We're going to analyze some games. And we're going to talk regular season football as well.